Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to build this countdown timer traffic light project. So whenever the counter reset to 0, a new traffic light lights up, right? And I will also show you that how you can test the common cathode and common anode 7 segment display. So let's get started. Now first thing you need to know that the 7 segment display comes in two variants. First one is common cathode, another one is common anode. So this one that I have right here is common cathode type and this one is a common anode type. Because you see on the 7 segment display, there are total 7 segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is one more little LED at the bottom, which is this one, and this is used to represent the decimal numbers or decimal point. Suppose you are using more than one 7 segment display, then you can use this little LED at the bottom to represent the decimal number. And all these 7 segments are basically the LEDs. So an LED has two terminals, cathode and anode. So if the cathode of all the LEDs are connected to each other, it will become common cathode type, and if the anode of all the LEDs are connected to each other, it will become common anode type. And if you see at the back of this 7 segment display, you will see total 10 terminals, 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom, and these two middle terminals are connected to each other, right? And the rest of the 8 terminals are for this 7 segment and one for this little LED at the bottom. Now let me place this 7 segment display on the breadboard, and I am going to insert two wires to the middle pins. One wire at the top middle pin and other wire at the bottom middle pin. And this is the multimeter. If I set the mode of this multimeter to the continuity mode, you will see that when I will touch the probes of the multimeter to these wires, the buzzer will beep. You can see there are two symbols here. This is the diode mode and this is the continuity mode. So with this mode you can check two things. First one is the continuity and other one is you can also test the diode. So I am going to touch the probes of the multimeter to these wires and you will see the buzzer will beep. Right? I hope you can hear the sound. So this proves that the middle terminals of the 7 segment display are connected to each other. Now what I'm going to do is that I will test each of the 7 segments individually, whether they are working fine or not. And I have set the mode of the multimeter to the diode testing mode, because LED is also a diode. So what I will do, I will remove the jumper wire from the middle pin and I will insert this middle jumper wire at any of the terminal, like the leftmost terminal. And I will touch the probes of the multimeter to these black and yellow wires. So yellow wire is connected to the middle pin, which is the ground. So this will be connected to the black probe, and this black wire will be connected to the red probe. So you can see one of the 7 segments is turning on. So it means that leftmost terminal is connected to this LED, right? And similarly, if I remove the jumper wire and let me connect this here, and similarly again repeat the procedure, and you will see that another LED will turn on. So in this way, by removing the jumper wires and inserting at each terminal, you can test each of the 7 segments. And in this project, I am going to use this common cathode type. Now this is the pinout of the 7 segment display, and you can see all the segments are numbered from A to G. This segment is numbered A, this is B, this is C, D, E, F and G. And this LED is marked with DP. DP stands for decimal point, which I have already told you. So all the 7 segments are going to be connected to these digital pins. And please do not confuse that the numbers which are written inside the bracket are the pins which these 7 segments are going to be connected to. No, these are the actual pins which are going to be connected. And in this project I am not going to use this DP. And these are the common pins, this top middle pin and this bottom middle pin. Now before discussing the circuit diagram, I want to tell you that if you want to get access to program files, circuit diagrams and extra tips and tricks that are not covered in my videos, you can check out my Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. Now in this circuit diagram, all the 3 LEDs red, yellow and green are connected to the digital pins 9, 10 and 11. And all the 7 segments of this display are also connected to the digital pins numbered from 2 to 8. Okay, and we need to have a common ground among all the components. So this black jumper wire is connected to the ground of the Arduino, and other end is connected to the negative rail of the breadboard. And from this negative rail of the breadboard, the grounds of all the 3 LEDs and also the 7 segment are connected. Now it is recommended to use the resistor in series with all the 7 segment LEDs. But in this video I am not using the resistors, because if I would do so, the circuit would look so cluttered. But if you want to use the resistor, you can use those. So if you are following me till now in this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss my latest video tutorials. And let's get started with this program. So we are defining all the 7 segment LEDs using an array. So A is connected to 2, B is connected to 3, and similarly all the way up to G is connected to pin number 8. And all the traffic lights are also connected to the digital pins 9, 10 and 11. And the 7 segments pattern is defined in this fashion using a byte data type. Okay. So the LEDs are defined in this manner: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So for displaying the digit 0, G should be 0, because you see in this image, for making 0 digit, G should be 0. That means G should be off. And similarly, for displaying the digit 1, there you can see A 0, D is 0, E 0, F and G are also 0. Because for displaying the digit 1, F and E will be lit up and all the 7 segments will be turned off. Right, and similarly all the digit patterns are given here from 0 to 9. And in the setup function, all the 7 segments are going to be in the output mode, and similarly all the traffic lights are also in the output mode. Now here we have a function called display digit, which will be used whenever the countdown will start. So in this function we are using a for loop, which is running once for each segment from I is equal to 0 to I is equal to 6, which is less than 7. So the logic for this for function is something like this. Suppose we want to display digit 7. So num is equal to 7, and we will go in this pattern. So we will choose this pattern. Right, so in this pattern A, B, C are turned on and rest of the segments are turned off. Right, so num is simply telling that which digit we want to display. Now this iterable I is telling that how those segments will be turned on and turned off. So for I is equal to 0, it means A is equal to 2. So what is the value of A here? A is 1. So it means the A will be turned on. And similarly for I is equal to 1, B is equal to 3. So what is the value of B here? B is 1 here again. So B will be turned on. Similarly for I is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. So value of C here is 1. It means the ABC will be turned on and rest of the segments will be turned off. So in this function the logic of display digit is being used here. In this function also we are using a for loop, but we are calling display digit function inside this for loop and using a delay of 1000 millisecond. But you note that in this function we are not using any kind of delay, because we want to turn off or turn on the segments at the same time and not with the delay. But in the countdown function we want a delay of 1000 millisecond, and you can adjust this delay according to your requirements. And finally in the loop function we are turning on the traffic lights one by one after each countdown. So first of all the green LED is on by default. After that countdown will start from 9 to 0, and then again we will turn on the yellow LED, and green and red LED will be turned off. Again will countdown start and we will turn on the red LED. And in this fashion the countdown starts, then we will toggle the LED, then countdown again starts. So in this fashion this entire program is working. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. And if you want to know that how we can decrease the brightness level of the 7 segment LEDs, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you want to join my Telegram channel, the link is given in the description. You can check out that link. And thanks for watching.